Hello and welcome to my runs at the Once Upon a Galaxy March Monthly. Let's just get going into it. Alright, some kind of mediocre options here. I'm gonna reroll the lucky. Okay, so either Athena or Chuk-E should definitely help us out getting through the 5th place that we need for this first round here. Cup I don't hate as much as I've seen other people hate it, but I don't like it for needing to get 5th place. Let's see. They're both kind of like early toy things, and with Mop back, that gives them a bit more endgame. I haven't played either of them in quite a while though, so I'm not really sure what I've got here. Monkeys and I think I'm probably gonna go for Chuk-E. See what I've got as like other top end. Definitely gonna put the Blue Fairy in. And then I think I'll have Hydra in. I haven't played a whole lot on this new patch, like with post Butcher nerfs and Mop coming back, so still not entirely sure what the meta shakes out to be. Party Pinata is just kind of mediocre. Raggedy Ann is good with Mop. I've got kind of a little bit of a scam package here with Black Hole and Anubis. I don't think I really want Black Hole anyway. Could maybe put in like a Rolo or something. Don't have a lot of questers other than Mordecon, but I could throw Maverick and Nightwing in there. I should definitely have Miseria. Chuk-E doesn't lose early though, is the thing, so maybe not. It's still probably good, but it's less good. I think I'll just throw in just generic good stuff like Maverick and Rolo. Could help us find like the poison apple that is our win condition. I think I feel pretty good about this for going for 5th, so. Okay, no toys in our first is not great, but Stepmother should be pretty easy to complete. And we get our busted bot, yep, perfect. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and complete this evil stepmother with the laser shark, although Peachy Queen is also very good. I might do that instead. We're already ahead with the busted bot, so I think I just want to take this and keep going. And we get a thorn with it, so that'll help us a bit more in the like uncommon turns and rare turns where like villain toys start falling off. And we'll take the silver busted bot. Star Shield for our summons probably, or Twin Shot's also really good with summons. I think I'm gonna take the Twin Shot. And Silver Peachy Thorn. Yeah. Liking where we're ending up right now. I guess I can take the hyena here. This is slowly kind of work on slot buffs. And since we're ahead, we can do that. And we get the gold thorn as well. This peachy really paying off when we took it there. I think I'm just going to take the second time top. Don't really need the stats from the others. Okay, Tyler. I want another common treasure off the stepsisters. Probably, that's probably more valuable than this Katamari, although the Katamari does add another animal for the hyena. We'll go ahead and take that. And then I think it's replace the stepmother with the Jack Frost behind the busted bot. Do this. Cursed Ring with our toys being villains is more value than it normally is, so I think I'm just going to take that because the rest of these aren't that great, although Acorn with like Blue Fairy in the end game is fine, but for now I think I'm just going to take this Cursed Ring. We get our Mecha Man, so that's excellent. Gonna move the hyena here. And Blackbeard's Parrot is also actually quite good with the Mecha Man. I'm gonna try to hold on to this busted bot for as long as we can for eventual mop, but like it's the cuts in order here are probably Thorn, then Hyena, then Thorn, then Hyena, then busted bot, depending on where our slot buffs end up. Being Mecha Man should fill out this one, but I want to put the Jack Frost behind the Mecha Man. Probably. Let's do that. We didn't get the hunt there, it's annoying. And the Mordecon didn't finish either, so. Okay, now I'll do this and try to finish the slots. Now I think it's time to give up this busted bot. For the blackjack. We'll just take the recruit effect here. Okay, the Mecha Man's not hunting. If it had, it would have completed that ship shape, which would have been nice, but okay, at least that was only a half heart loss. Okay, Mordecon we're definitely going to take. Ship shape hunted and complete. The ship shape hunted and completed the slot but died, so didn't complete. That's a little bit of an annoying interaction. But at least when we see, if we see ship shape again, we're done. So, but we can get rid of this hyena now. Position like this, I think. Just re-roll here. Boon Willow adds a little bit to the back slots. Boon Willow is better than the Jack Frost here. Yeah. Let's take that. And we're in our top 5, so we're good to advance. So complete the Mordecon. Obviously, we're hoping for a poison apple here, but parting gift is also incredible. So, I'm gonna take that. I think I'm gonna take this Maverick, because that's with the potion treasure find. That's another shot at poison apple. We can get rid of the Blackbeard parrot here. Is the Iron Cast more likely to complete the Maverick than the Blackjack is at this point? Is the question. I think that's actually not unlikely that that's the better option to do that. So I'm just going to take that. Yeah, Blackjack would have never lived there. Which means I should have the Maverick Ice Wing up front again, because I moved it in the back under having Blackjack trying to trigger its treasures, but... Okay, Double is great. Oh, but the Blue Fairy is also here. We have to take the Blue Fairy. Because Double is not doing a whole lot right now, but we absolutely have to take the Blue Fairy. I'm going to take it over the Mordecon, I think. And then none of these are anything. Just bank the Kraken. Okay, unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. Get a Bunyan's Axe, and the ship shape completed there, so... And Parting Gift doubles the Bunyan Axe. That's excellent. I mean, Toy Box, we're like... Gloves of Thieving is very... But, like, we've got 2 summons with the Mecha Man, for the most part. We're basically looking for more, so the Toy Box could... go pretty hard. I think I'm just going to cast Silvery Moon to complete this Maverick. Nothing else is exciting here. Poison Apple? No. I think it's just Boots. Okay, Barrel of Monkeys is excellent. That's like our big payoff for everything here. So, it's time to get rid of the Boon Willow and put the Barrel there. Okay, don't hit the Mecha Man first, please. Okay, good. We summoned him up. But yeah, now our Blue Fairy supporting the monkeys, and then dying, which reduces it. That's the problem with Blue Fairy and monkeys, is like, you need them to crash into them for you. Because they're not going to get to attack a lot of the time. But our Blue Fairy's up to support 100-100 now, so that's good. What am I really looking for? Medusa's not bad as a front line here over the Maverick. It's guaranteed to, like, knock itself out and leave the space open. I am kind of now wishing I had the acorn, but from earlier. I'm just going to take the Medusa here. And then nothing interesting here. Hitting the Mecha Man first again. What happened there? Is there a lightning bolt? Yeah, there must have been a lightning bolt. They hit the fairy before the monkeys. Okay. I think we probably need a poison apple at this point in order to win. Anubis isn't enough. Almost wondering if I should be putting the monkeys here. No, we just don't get the summons if we do that, right? No, I think the timing of like having monkeys swing and then like you get 1, 2, and then 3, and then the fairy attacks. I think that's enough. I think the monkeys here is probably better. Um, Otherwise, there's nothing interesting in this shop. Although, I mean, bringing back the Medusa is not nothing with the Anubis. Could have that over the Iron Cast. Like, it's definitely better than the Iron Cast. So, might as well. Reroll. And we'll just silver things. Okay, Medusa did. Lightning hit them. Like, they have Lightning Bolt again. Okay, but yeah, the timing with the fairy and the monkeys here is significantly better, so I feel pretty good about that. They must have, like, the Zeus statue or whatever, which is annoying, because can screw over both the Medusa and the Anubis here. Does that make Stinky better than the Medusa? I think there's a decent chance of that, and then we position like this. Then we don't get the Pardon Gift on Mecha Man as easily, though. I think I'm gonna stick with this. Okay, Mop. It's not actually very good. It's too small. It might still be better than the Anubis, but it's really not very good in this exact position this late in the game. Because either way, this is going to be the last fight. And we did beat them last time, so I don't want to... I think the Medusa was helpful with that. Like, it's probably better than the Anubis still, but... Like, even the Mop would die to the Lightning Bolt, too, so it doesn't actually change anything. That's true. Okay, now the Mop doesn't die to the Lightning Bolt, and it's better. So, I'll take that now, over the Anubis. Just a little bit of extra stats. And let's reroll here. Ooh, Chip. Chip's probably better than the... Oh, we can put the Mop in front of the Blue Fairy? Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then I need to remember what the order of things looks like with Chip, because I think I'd rather summon 2 monkeys rather than random toys out of the Mecha Man on the initial Chip break. And I think you put it there to do that, but I don't remember. We'll see. Okay, yes, that's 2 monkeys. Mop buffs them both, and like the Mop will probably die before like the rest shows up. But now Chip comes and we get monkeys back, and we're good. Maybe not. Okay. The last monkey lived on 1. That is hilarious. What we got there. Alright. Round 1 done. Already had this from last month, but that's fine. Unlocked Mr. Fox, which is just a solid card. So they added the prizes for the tournament games, which is a nice little bonus there. So, alright. Now going to top 4 round. Okay. Loxley is just excellent. I'm definitely going to be playing that. Like I said, I haven't really been playing a whole lot since the patch. I still think he's probably best for Butcher. But like, definitely a hit. And then the other thing I've just been experimenting with after it was mentioned in the Discord was this Weensy Crystal Mirror Mage package as another top end. And then I've got the also Tinker Pisces option for an alternate late game top end. Then I probably have too many separate packages in here. Like I've got the Mecha Man Mordicon package, the Weensy Crystal Mirror Mage package, the Pisces Tinker package. Just probably too much. The first one I'd probably cut is the Mecha Man Mordicon. But then again, like having a bunch of all these questers also helps with the Rolo. So like, I actually like the idea of having the Rolo Butcher and then Weensy Crystal Mirror Mage as an option. Just because it's 3 quest characters with the Rolo that we already want to play for the Butcher plan. And probably just in general. But, let's see, if there's something like generic I'd rather play over the Mecha Man Mordicon. Because that's not really specifically helpful. I haven't played enough with Mop in the current meta to know whether just like throwing Barrel of Monkeys in anything is worth it, but my feeling is probably no. But I'll take a Hydra to deal with opposing versions of that. And it's another just generic. I could take Chaos as a another recruit for Weensy. That's fine on its own, especially with like the gold not taking the shot and being 2 spells. Don't hate that. I should Combustible Dragon is probably just better generically good with the Gloves of Thieving. Should have that in there. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, I think just Slappy to start. And Evil Stepmother for the stats, I guess. Wind Up Toy and Slappy would both take the same rule. Okay, that taking out that Dragonling with Slappy was good there. Then I think... Is advancing the Stepmother worth taking the villain over the spider? Sure. Man, this Pix nerf is big. Like, before the nerf, I'd probably be taking the Pix every time here, and supporting the Slappy and Smee. But with only 2, I'm not sure that's even worth it. So I might just be taking the Jack in the Box here. It's a pirate for Smee as well, so it's at least something. I like this. Well, never mind on that. But I think if they had like taken a 4th character instead of this gold, there's a real chance that we would have taken full heart damage there and it would have sucked, but we got a map. Okay. Spell Lich doesn't really do anything that makes it worth... Like, obviously it completes a Stepmother, but I'm not sure it's good enough on board to make that enough. I think I'm just gonna take the Slappy here, and then the Stepmother can complete the quest. Yeah, that's definitely better than having a Foul Lich on board. With no animals. Carving Fork, I think. Yeah, we need some attack, so we're gonna take the Carving Fork. Latte is excellent. Miseria. And then we didn't actually get anything out of this me Jack-in-the-Box, but that's fine. I think it's just this Jack Frost here. One, like, the Jack-in-the-Box with the Jack Frost is technically better than the Smee. Just do that. I definitely wouldn't mind losing this fight anyway with the Miseria, but looks like that's exactly what's going to happen, so perfect. Another treasure. Get our prize. Nothing too interesting here, so I'm just going to take the silver. Take another latte. Pan Shadow or Lion here? Lion's fine. And it's not good, but with the Jack Frost and the 2-2 here, maybe we can get it done. The Jill Sunshine or just the Tavern? We could also take the Baby Bear and work on our slot buffs. Could also put the silver Little Red in for when we get our Rolo. That actually might be a little bit higher value. Because if I'm taking the Baby Bear, I'm putting the Lion over here, and ignoring this 2-2 in order to get the extra slot buff. Set up for ship shape. Let's do that. Might be wrong, but honestly, I probably shouldn't have the Slappy in the front if I were going to do that. Okay, we got 2 progress on our Lion. That's pretty good. Okay, and the Combustible is definitely going on board. Probably over the... it's definitely over the Stepmother here. This will finish up our slot buffs. Hopefully complete this Lion. And then also want to be playing towards Butcher, so I think the Fill is just an upgrade over the Slappy. The Parrot's not much. Although, if I take the Parrot, I can put it here and have the Lion here, where it's got a little bit more health. Or here, even. Well, no, because I need an animal here in order to complete that one, so I would go here. It's just 2 extra health. Place Slappy with the Parrot. Yeah, I think it's probably the best positioning-wise. Okay, it looks like our Lion should be able to trigger here as long as they hit it, so excellent. And then Combustible hitting their last thing. Get our treasure. I mean, Gemstone Garden might do something for a turn, which is more than I can say for the rest of these, so... Okay, Rolo is coming in over the Jack Frost now. And, okay. Interesting. Ship Shape is an immediate rare treasure, which is probably just what we should take. The Weensea here is also fun and something we kind of want to work towards. But I think... like, Weensea is better if we fail the Butcher, and I still am interested in recruiting a Butcher next turn, so I'm going to take the Ship Shape. Over the Cowardly Lion. Get our treasure now. Get a Horse Armor, and probably this Elixir. Again, if we end up in Butcher game, that's going to be incredible. I get a little bit of value out of our Baby Bear Gemstone Garden here, and the Parrot. but okay. Still pretty far ahead, it seems. Okay. Still want to find the butcher this turn, so I'm gonna take the silver Rolo. Okay, we found it. So, pre-patch, this would be we'd be set and going now, but now we have to wait, which is unfortunate. I think I want to save this Jack Frost for that reason. Like, there's no reason to just roll another shop when I want to have those rerolls in while we're playing Butcher. But I will take this Davy Jones over the Ship Shape just because it's bigger. And it's another... They're still pirates, and then... move the parrot in the back so that make Davy Jones more likely to get a hunt trigger with its effect. So that's a lot of pretty good stat buff with the Gemstone Garden triggering twice if Davy hunts and dies, so 3 times. Looks like he might not die, but yeah. But still, that's not bad. And then we get our cleaver, and we're back into butcher things. This shop is not it though. Scrubfell. And Hyena with the Gemstone Garden is like just an upgrade over Butcher, so take that. Nothing here is very interesting though. Just recruit this. Yeah, our front slot here is up to 30 something. That's definitely not nothing. And we stole a Hunter's Horn, so it's going to even bigger now. And our parrot's scaling up. Davy Jones is scaling up even more. Gemstone Garden is definitely doing more than I thought it would when we took it, so that's nice. And just take a Peachy here. Take this for the Rolo treasure. Energizer. That's gonna do even more. Ooh, this Chameleon is interesting. We've got the slot buff to make it work. Take that over the Hyena. We get a secret rare. We've passed our top 4, needed to advance, so we're good here, but just gonna keep trying to win. Tribble. Tribble is great. Alright, I think with that we're pretty much set to go here. Combustible is still doing a decent amount. Just re-roll the Dreamer here. Take our common treasure, Acorn, Davy even further, get in Rolo treasure here, gold Rolo, gold parrot. You can double this front slot, it's not bad. And I think I'm gonna put Tribble here now. Ooh, somebody's giving us a run for our money here. It's Tajima. Okay, so we do still have to do some things here. Hopefully we have enough time for our Tribble to be the thing that does that. Take our 2 rare treasures with the Tin Man. Punch card. Take 2 more rare treasures with the Tin Man. Okay, we just got a Mushroom Ring, so I'm going to take this 2-headed wizard. I think Davy Jones has done a lot, but I think he's done here. Maybe Parrot instead. We'll move this up front so he dies. This Twilight Sprinkles is just going crazy for him. Okay. Well, we'll see. Triple over the rainbow. An egg. I mean, it's the biggest thing there. It's not gonna hatch, so we get to have an egg on our final board, I guess. The other option is I can cast a spell here and just look for the next shop to be something better. But I think I'd rather just draft units. Combustible is done, so we'll take the giant egg. We'll cast a Eureka here. Take 2 treasures. Maybe we'll get a heart. No. Just keep going. 2 more treasures. Duplicator. Doesn't really matter at this point. Double is probably the best thing here. Yeah, double on the triple slot. And now we just see how much they scaled up. Looks like possibly too much. Possibly. No, we tie. Okay, this egg. I didn't. Of course, they still had 3 hearts, so I wasn't thinking about with the egg. So we might actually get this egg to hatch. Let's see. Take 2 treasures here, looking for a heart. No. Don't think. Take our uncommon treasure there. Okay. I think our triple finally got large enough. Okay, yes, looks like we're good. We got another Hunter Sworn. I don't think that matters, but... Okay, Maverick over Jones. I mean... Maul, right? Always. 7 abracadabras? I think that has, like, I could also take 2 more rare treasures on the butcher here, but like 7 abracadabras is the chance to be quite a lot. I think it's just take that. Did we find a Daisy Jones locket somewhere? Is that why things are triggering so much? No, we just have a bunch of built up farewells here. Tavern. I could pick a pepper's the egg. Silver egg. Mixo. I think I'm just gonna take this Rolo, put it in front of their larger thing here. I mean, I'll just do that. Eureka. Another shop. Another abracadabra. Stroke. This means I'll get 2 eggs, right? If I cast another pick of peppers on it. You can get a golden one. And I don't really need the double there because of the... It's going to be a Mixo, but like... I can put it here. Okay, silver egg. No, okay, it doesn't work that way. That's unfortunate. And just double again here. More treasures. More treasures. More treasures. And another Mixo. Sure. I don't remember where their second largest thing was, I just know they had the giant Twilight Sprinkles in the front. their third largest, their next largest thing was just Katamari. But we're way ahead of them now, so it doesn't really matter. Our egg is a doppelganger, as if we needed anything else. So just kind of breeze through this. I say as I cast more and more spells, that gives us more shops. Yeah, I mean, goodie bag in this slot here is better than the Maverick, so. Just racking up our Mega Mall here at this point, which is at 13. Okay, and looks like we're done. But yeah, definitely the triple is what won us that game there. Just gave us enough time. We had enough time because we played well early and had 3 hearts when we got the triple. So then even though we were losing every round for a bit, it was able to scale up, and then we just went crazy with typical Butcher endgame, 2-head wizard stuff from then. So, alright, another first place. Get our signed gingerbread house, and we'll keep going. Okay, top 3. Not really a fan of any of these for that. Sugar Pops is a lot of fun, and he can do some pretty crazy stuff. Like, Luna Girl is fine for top 3 if you get the good Astro stuff, but if you don't, or just can't power him up to get the Astro spells, then you're kind of flop. I think Sugar Pops is probably where I'm gonna play here. I'm glad that Pretty Patissier has a deck finally, because I really enjoyed that card, and it just never seemed like it never triggered on anything. Katatui is meh. I've not really liked it as much as I thought I would. I think I'll just take the Miseria instead. I probably didn't have Miseria last time I played this, which is why I hadn't put it in yet. But the thing I like about Sugar Pops is that I don't really like a lot of the early candy payoffs anyway, but like, you just don't need to play them, despite him being a candy captain, because he makes a bunch of other good things candy. Obviously still playing Jellyton. Cotton Candy Dandy is maybe not necessary. Tinkerer is here obviously for the higher roll. Fox is just generically good. Everything being candy is great for Chefketeers. Crook is good for sweetening. Like, I'm generally pretty happy with this deck, and even Mecha Man, like, if you get Candy Mecha Man, then his slot buff becomes like actually a relevant part of him, and he's already good for the summon early on. So, like, he's basically just a better Candy Claus at that point. So, yeah, let's go with this. We'll see how it goes. Starting with Gingerbread, which is excellent. Candy Jack in the Box doesn't do anything, it's not really worth taking. Picks again with the nerf is just meh. So we'll take the Puss in Boots here. Tie. Okay. None of these do a whole lot, so I'll just take the Itsy Bitsy Spider to have a candy card in the pool, and like extra candy card in the pool for Pretty Pat. take silver here. And again, none of these are really anything. Monkey's fine, but because of the Pix and Puck nerf is worse as well. I mean, Pix is probably still just the best pick here. What's our plus 2 for 1? This underdog still gets us though. Artemis, huh? Don't really want to take the silver gingerbread witch because I want to save it for later. I take the sugar and spice. Or just the Jack Frost. Like, if I take 2 units, I'm replacing the gingerbread witch and getting some candy. Hopefully I'm replacing it with something that is a candy, like a good left slot candy card. I think I value that more than this plus 1 on the next unit, with the Jack Frost being a pretty decent option here, so I'll take that. Candy egg is interesting. I don't know that it's good, but I think I'm just gonna take the picks here. Okay, we'll take Pretty Pet. It's a bit annoying that our candy slot was used on an already candy card, but a candy treasure is hopefully going to help us out quite a bit. I think I'll put, yeah, position like this. We're not looking super strong here, but yeah. Okay, Candy Slappy is at least does something more than the Itsy Bitsy Spider and advances Pretty Pet. This Pix has got to go soon though. Gingerbread House is fine over the Pix, I guess, to advance the Patissier. Power Amp Jack Frost is fine. Maybe I want it here instead though, but then it's less likely to die. We'll put it here. You don't really have any sweetness yet, so it's kind of minor either way, but that worked out. Okay, Candy Hyena is great. So that means I want to keep all these animals for now. Slappy is... so I guess it's Gingerbread House gone? Could also be Jack Frost gone, but I think it's Gingerbread House. I think we still want the health right now. So we give him... a Candy Gemstone Garden would be great. Sword of Valor with Puss in Boots is fine. I'll take that. Then I'll definitely just take this mice over the Jack Frost. Or recruit the wizard. Like, this isn't much. I think I'm going to take the wizard and look for a candy spell. Ooh. That's a tough one. Double Lost in the Woods or just another wizard. I'm gonna reposition here to finish up our slot buffs. I think I want the chance at a triple, like more chances at a triple candy spell, more than just like the extra shot from the Lost in the Woods right now. Okay. Crook is here. It kind of conflicts with our Sword of Valor, Puss in Boots. Could take it over the Slappy though, and like just have it center, and hope it hunts. Yeah, let's try that. Didn't find any sweetness, which is unfortunate. I just want to take the Mama Bear over the Jack Frost. Maybe. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, nothing really went great there. Candy Mockingbird with all our animals. Feels pretty good. We definitely need some sweetness. We've got this triple spell queued up. If we can find a concentrate, then we're just like good to go. But Mockingbird makes me want to keep more animals, and I'm not sure this crook is ever going to do anything. So I'll replace the... And still no candy spells. This is getting kind of ridiculous. Ninja's better than Puss? Yeah, Ninja's better than Puss. Okay. Fortunately, like, Lobby's not doing much either. The Stinky is actually a little bit of a problem, though. It's actually quite a bit of a problem. Come on! Where is our candy spells? I mean, Phil over Patissier. Okay. Cherry Topples is a candy spell. There's 3 really good options here, but we just need the candy spell at this point, so... Ice Cream Party on a board full of animals, that should help us out a lot. Okay. Still not very good, but this Mockingbird is good now. Like, if 4 animals die, it's a summons of plus 40/40 thing. Again, like, these day 1 tournament lobbies are not anything terribly impressive most of the time, so it's enough. Okay. I think it's just Gumdrop on probably the Mockingbird, because it's our best card. Candy Thorn is nice. It's just like a little bonus, so... Okay, this front line's getting kind of big. But yes, keep hitting Phil. And Mockingbird gets us there. Candy Guardian of the Grove with the buff is insane. Okay. Mama Bear goes, because our hyena is candy. So... that is absolutely incredible. Full board of 5 animals, candy buffs all the slots now instead of the animals, so we can still pivot off of things. Just cast a meat in a bakery. Hook is also good, but I think we just want to keep our animal stuff going. Okay, we'll put this in. Is Nessie better than... Like, this our ninja training is still fueling our Sweet Sword of Valor, so I want to keep that. Is Nessie better than Phil? Probably not. Just... if we haven't hit top 3 yet, and we're hitting Artemis turn 11, it could actually be quite scary. But instead it's not. It looks like they must have... Like, I don't know what's going on here. Because, like, the Stinky's been moving around. So, like, I would normally think that this is, like, someone who died early, but just somehow lived through this very weak lobby. Just Silver Guardian. Papa Bear. Maybe. I don't think so, though. I think just Sweeten again. Captain Hook is back. Now I think I will take the Hook, because, like, we've got enough of our slot buffs off of the Guardian. I think I'm going to take it over fill. They kind of do similar things with like replacing themselves. Hook is probably better at that now. Put it here. I think it's time for the hyena to go as well. For Candy Dandy. Although Candy Dandy makes the hyena better. I think we're still in top 4 so far, so like this is just like genuinely kind of scary. Candy Dandy is so good. I think position like Mockingbird is significantly worse if it doesn't have a bunch of animals dying in front of it. But I think Hyena goes first, and they just still position like Ninja, Mockingbird, Guardian, or Ninja, Mockingbird, Candy Dandy, Candy Dandy here, Guardian here. Silvery Moon is kind of meh. I like this ninja training still for sniping back row. It's like everybody that we've been facing has had much larger front row. Just making sure we don't take full heart damage. Just recruit this. Yeah, like... Okay. Still looking pretty okay. We're gonna knock this person out, which I think should put us in our... Oh, it's done. Okay. Well, I'll take it. I don't know how I lost track of how many people were in the game still that badly, but definitely take it. Get our signed Gentle Giant. And going for second place. But yeah, that was a fun little candy animal thing powered by Sugar Pops' ability. So, round 4, second. I think Sweet Tooth is probably the best for that. It's been a while since I played Sweet Tooth. Just got some gummy worm top end. With the full collection, I almost certainly have a much better deck for available than what I've got here. Should have Viscount. I'm not playing early candy stuff with Sweet Tooth and just kind of sweetening later in the game. So Jellyton's not incredible. Maybe Knight of the Holy Cane is fine to go back in. I should be playing Weensea. Definitely should be playing Weensea. Maybe Mirror Mage. And at that point, maybe Crystal. Yeah, I mean, what is my payoffs here? basically Licorice, Gummy Worm, and Dandy, and then Viscount at Epic right now. But I mean, those are all pretty good. Licorice is probably the least valuable. Throw something else in, like a Rolo if I'm playing the Weensy Mirror Mage package, but we're not really doing anything with this Tinkerer that Gummy Worm isn't doing. Probably better at that point. I think last time I just did it in there because I wasn't sure what I was doing and just like had a generic top end. And that frees up some more space for some more candy stuff. Get the... no, Crystal's too hard to trigger. Could throw in some more epic candy payoffs and just have play Mysterio. Don't hate that. Where's our, like... Doopity-doo... and... Pixie? Having more epic candy payoffs definitely makes me want to cast more candy spells early on than just like having them all in legendary, but I think this looks decent. Okay, start with Peachy, Thorn. Well, that's an incredible start. Nothing really to think about there. Dragonling. Then Thorn again. Well, I feel very, very good about this right now. Just take the Slappy, I think. Like, the Pix and Puck stats are basically irrelevant. Already full hurting. Chameleon? Like, we're not losing with this Miseria, most likely. So, it's either that or they'll just start sweetening. But I kind of like the idea of a turn 3 Chameleon hunting. Then just Jewel Sunshine to make that, like, even more of a sure thing. It actually almost wasn't. Okay, full's not bad. Full heart again. Captain Ahab is reasonably likely to hunt in slot 4 here. This Dragonling is probably going to go before it triggers. Less likely because Phil actually makes it harder for slot 4 to attack, but I mean, it's the biggest thing here and has a decent chance of Gold Thorn. Awesome. I think I don't care about the Dragonling as much as the stats here, so... I think I want to save this wand for the chance to get it at Candy later, so I'm just going to take this Fortifications. Yeah, like, if this weren't Phil, this would have been a Captain Ahab hunt probably, but... Okay. Now I think I'm just going to start casting candy spells. We're going to start getting our free ones next turn. Let's put it... I took the Licorice out so I don't really care about the front slot being big. Is there anything else that makes me lean toward any particular slot here? I don't think so. So that leads towards back slot for Boon Willow. Maybe. Just take silver here. And another candy spell. Dueling fills. Tie I'm totally fine with right now. And you get to concentrate. Cool. Take a treasure here with all our extra thorn stats. And definitely this royal invitation because we want to hit our epics. Actually, like the Mysterio, definitely want to get rid of this thorn first. Okay, Sugar Plum Fairy is a cool, like, candy, it's quick turn candy payoff. Still ahead of things, although we're definitely need to start finding some bigger things here to make sure we stay that way. Dip in chocolate. I think I'm just going to take the Snapping Hydra. It's early enough that it can, or healthy enough that it can get pretty big, and deal with any back row stuff that might cause us problems, like toys and mop. And I think I just want to pick peppers on the Sugar Plum Fairy. Try and find a candy card next turn. I don't love that just because this Captain Ahab is still here and tiny versus taking the white whale with a two-headed dragon, but we'd rather replace it with the candy thing, so unfortunately we're probably just gonna hit Faye, but looks like we're gonna lose this one. Tie? Oh, we'll take a tie. Dip in chocolate. Okay. Huh. I mean, Sparkles is just better doopity-doo and it's candy. But Pixie is the other consideration. But I think, so this is candy times 4, basically. And this is candy times 5, because it's everything. But this is more concentrated on 2 things. But, and given that... I want to get rid of this Phil, Sunshine, and Ahab anyway. Definitely at least. So concentrating on just the Hydra and the Sugar Plum is probably better than spreading out across everything at this point, so I'm going to take the Pixie. And then Goodie Bag is a great hit for the Pixie. I'm going to take that over the... Jill Sunshine. Jill Sunshine's doing something, and it'll buff the Goodie Bag for a turn, so take it over the Phil. Okay. Still looking good here. But... Okay, Starburst. Sure. It's fun. Candy Dandy is replacing the Sunshine. And take 3 wrappers full. Carving fork, I guess. Although, I'm liking our board a fair bit right now. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna take this. Take this for the Sugar Plum trigger. I am getting a bit worried about kind of just how fragile we are right now. Goodie Bag is good, and Snapping Hydra is helpful, but they're the only stats we really have. We're gonna just keep buffing our shop and hope we're in our top 2 anyway, so that's a relief. We're still crushing them right now. Bakery. Don't really care to put that on board, but like, also we're in probably our last round, so just like finish it off, and we'll get a treasure here. Mega Mall. Okay, unless something crazy happened, we should be done. Jerk apples and kiss the Long John. Well, TM Metal Sugar off of Hydra, so okay, looks like we're good. Ooh, maybe not. No, goodie bag still got it. And T-Mot still large. Alright. Alright. Another win. Signed goodie bag is awesome. Zhang for licorice. I guess she's a pirate. That's a thing. I guess that's a thing you can do. Alright, so hopefully last round, and I don't have to run through it again. We've been doing well, won all our games so far, so hopefully that continues instead of... Okay, I think Mira is just going to crush things here. All of these are pretty good, I think, for the level of the lobby that this Day 1 tournament is. Lightning Thief, I feel like, is the most likely to fall on its face and fail, so I'm not going to take that. Candy Pandy was like my first, when I started climbing seriously, did a lot of work, but again, like, all of the, like, Lightning Thief has the highest ceiling, probably the lowest floor, or most likely to be stuck on its floor. And just given what we've seen so far, Candy Pandy and Mira are probably most likely to just crush the lobby, and Mira more so than Pandy, I think. So I'm gonna take that, and then... Given that, it's like, I've got obvious the Plunder Penny. Bates is probably somewhat questionable, just in that it makes you less likely to find Penny, but it's also like some free spells potentially. In our early game, Mira in case things go horribly wrong, or Miseria in case things go horribly wrong. Calypso, Moppet, Nightshade. Genie and Mirror Mage, I'm a little bit unsure of, but Mirror Mage I like. Genie, I'm less convinced of sometimes, but I think for this tournament lobby, like, if we just get a Genie going, we're probably done. And then Wicked Witch. Almost wondering if I'd rather just have the Godfather. Minster buff is kind of interesting. Is it only applies to mages and not Fae, but like mostly mages. I think 1010 is probably not enough. Like with Mira, like is making everything better anyway. I think I'm gonna stay with this Godfather, and hopefully we just crush things. Plunder Penny at the start is a good way to do that. And take a Peachy Queen. No, no, that's not good. And none of these options are great. Stepsister, just because we want to cast spells anyway. Slappy. And please hunt Penny. Get the stepmother? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Okay, we're down a heart early. We've got a Plunder Penny hunt. I think I take, like... I think I'm too scared to just cast a spell when the Still Sunshine is here to try and make it so we don't die. Okay, Silver Penny. Then I want to take the Chaos, but I think I more want to start casting spells. Like, guarantee that I have this targeted spell here. And I'm going to cast Teeth on Penny. Okay. 2 for 1 is great there. Okay. Full Heart. Perfect. Wand of Shielding. Almost certainly. Yeah. Katamari over Stepsisters. Ember, or just a spell? I don't really care about any of these being silver. I think I'm going to take the Ember. As long as Penny can keep hunting, we should be good. Okay, all for 1, definitely. That's a big relief. And then Calypso. Yeah, Calypso, of course. Mage's Pirate, so over the Slappy. Yes, keep hunting, Penny. Okay, Nightshade. I'm going to replace the Ember with that, just get some Mage for so Calypso will buff it. And then we'll take another All Hands on deck. Just keep tempo. Okay, we're significantly ahead of the Sweet Tooth. Just this. The rest of those units are worthy upgrades. Reroll with the Katamari, I think. Yeah, the Sparkles isn't really a thing. I've only done 1 targeted spell. Okay, we're gonna take 1 now. But yeah, like I was saying, the level of these day 1 lobbies, if you can much more easily just like tempo things out, like with Mira. So hopefully we don't find any like super high rolls. We can replace. I think we can still afford to do this. Yeah. Get our board all mages now for Calypso to help out. Get a free spell with Moppet. Another targeted spell. I'm going to put that on the Moppet. Moppet's nothing. Is anything just a mage? No. Guess it on Moppet here. Okay, another Nightshade is great. I want the Mirror Mage. Yeah. Higher ceiling. That Bahamut was big. So. Okay, Moppet Silly. I should have had the Mirror Mage in the back probably instead of the Calypso. But. Okay. Now. Cast 2 spells here. Okay, Genie. Like I said, like Genie could be like the big thing. I think if I'm taking the Genie, I'm replacing the Mirror Mage because I want the Moppet to fuel the Genie, and I wouldn't be casting spells on the Mirror Mage anyway. We're at turn 10. There's a couple people left. I think the Genie is more likely to secure our victory than Mirror Mage. Giant mice is scary. No, didn't hunt with the penny. Still good. But it's getting closer. Huff and Puff is not a thing that we want. All these spells suck. I mean, I'm just gonna cast this to have a trigger. But that was definitely not an ideal turn. Okay, yeah, we need to get something going here. Because they are catching up. Okay, perfect. Sure. 42, 33 is nothing to sneeze at there. And cast another thing on the genie. Need to remember to put it in the front slots for next turn. Okay, this mice is scaring me. Still good for now. But all for one. And this is not a targeted spell. Also not a targeted spell. Mixo is a targeted spell, and that's definitely our largest amount of stats, and is insurance. Like, Mixo on Genie is very silly, but yeah, like, it was bigger and everything, but okay. But we should still win that. Yep, okay. Midas Touch is a targeted spell, but I can't cast it on the Genie. Just put it on the penny here. This is nice, but I think I just want to double the Genie. Another targeted spell. No! That's unfortunate. I mean, everything here is too small to matter. Okay, this is who we beat last time, though, right? Yeah, this is the person with the giant mice. But oh, this Tinkerer is it's a Tinker Dust. If I lose the Tinker Dust again after last time, I'm going to be upset. But hopefully this Genie is big enough. What am I looking for? I don't know. Like, is there anything realistically we're gonna find that's more than this 65-53 to everything? I feel like no. We're on the last round. I don't know what we could possibly find that would turn something that's a loss around into a win. So I think we either just win or lose, and this is 300 stats. We're dead. Come on. Okay, maybe we tie. No, we're dead. That is frustrating. Yeah. Like, maybe rolling the silver there was more correct. I don't know what else we could have found. Like, I probably should have paid more attention to what, like, if they had this mall here, I would have known as like, oh, there's no way that the 65 is like a small difference, and we should just look for something that's a Hail Mary with the keeping the shops going. But I don't think there was anything we were probably going to be able to do. Tinker Dust knocked me out in the finals of day 2 last time, knocked me out in day 1 here. Okay, well, still got 3 more attempts, so I'm going to end this one here and run it back.